Have you ever considered that your bedroom might be quietly exposing you to harmful radiation, posing a particular risk for those aged 65 and older? These familiar objects, positioned mere inches from your resting place, release detrimental frequencies throughout the night, precisely when your aging body is most susceptible to their influence. In this video, I will unveil the 5 most perilous sources of radiation that may be lurking beside your bed at this very moment. Additionally, I will guide you through straightforward adjustments you can make tonight to safeguard yourself before irreversible harm takes place. Let us now explore these 5 perilous items that may be impacting your health at this very moment. First on the list, digital alarm clocks. The seemingly harmless digital alarm clock perched on your nightstand might just be one of the most perilous objects in your bedroom, particularly if you happen to be over 65. Are you aware that it releases electromagnetic radiation continuously, mere inches away from your brain and essential organs? Are you, perhaps without realizing it, subjecting yourself to this radiation each and every night? Findings from the International Institute of Building Biology and Ecology indicate that digital alarm clocks emit electromagnetic frequencies, EMF, which can profoundly disturb sleep patterns, diminish melatonin production, and notably impair the immune system. Dr. Samuel Wilson, the director of environmental medicine at the Institute, elucidates that digital clocks emit a persistent electromagnetic field, which poses significant risks to the elderly. With the passage of time, our cellular repair systems gradually lose their efficacy, rendering individuals over the age of 65 up to 3 times more susceptible to the detrimental effects of radiation compared to their younger counterparts. The concern surrounding radiation exposure intensifies during the hours of sleep, a time when the body ideally engages in its vital processes of repair and regeneration. Consider the story of Evelyn, a 73-year-old retired educator hailing from Oregon. For almost 5 years, she endured relentless insomnia and debilitating morning headaches that baffled numerous doctors. Regardless of the hour she retired for the night, Evelyn always awoke with the unsettling sensation that sleep had eluded her completely. "I tried everything," she recalls. "Sleep medications, changing my diet, even meditation. No remedy was found." Upon delving into the topic of EMF radiation, Evelyn became acutely aware that her digital alarm clock rested a mere 12 inches from her head each night. In a modest endeavor, she substituted it with a battery-operated analog clock. In a mere span of 4 days, she found herself drifting into a deep slumber throughout the night for the first time in years, awakening refreshed and free from headaches. "It felt like a miracle," Evelyn remarks. "A seemingly trivial change has profoundly transformed my quality of life. Here are the steps you must take without delay. Consider swapping out your digital alarm clock for a battery-operated analog clock this evening. Should you choose to utilize a digital clock, ensure it is positioned a minimum of 6 feet from your bed, rather than on your nightstand, where its radiation may have a direct impact on your brain throughout the night. For the utmost safety, select a classic wind-up alarm clock that operates entirely without electricity. This straightforward adjustment has the potential to significantly enhance your sleep quality and minimize your exposure to detrimental radiation beginning tonight. Why subject yourself to yet another night of avoidable radiation exposure when the answer is so straightforward? Second on the list, wireless routers and Wi-Fi devices. Is your Wi-Fi router located in or around your bedroom? This unrelenting stream of wireless radiation may be harming your brain and heart as you slumber, a time when your body is particularly susceptible to its influence. Have you ever pondered the reasons behind waking up shrouded in fog or burdened by a headache, despite having enjoyed a complete night's sleep? At UCLA Medical Center, neurologists have observed that Wi-Fi routers emit pulsed radiofrequency radiation capable of penetrating the blood-brain barrier, especially in older adults whose protective mechanisms have diminished with age. Dr. Jennifer Klein, a prominent neurologist at the center's EMF research department, cautions that the blood-brain barrier serves as our body's essential defense mechanism, safeguarding the brain from harmful substances. Our investigation reveals that extended exposure to Wi-Fi radiation may weaken this barrier, possibly permitting toxins to infiltrate brain tissue. For seniors with already permeable barriers, this poses a considerable health risk that could lead to cognitive decline, memory problems, and disturbances in sleep patterns. Reflect on the journey of Stanley, a 71-year-old retired engineer hailing from Michigan. Ever the tech enthusiast, Stanley positioned his wireless router on the dresser in his bedroom, a mere 8 feet from his sleeping quarters for ease of access. As the months passed, he found himself grappling with increasingly troubling memory issues, bouts of confusion, and erratic heartbeats that raised alarms among his family. His cardiologist, well-versed in the latest studies on EMF exposure, recommended eliminating all wireless devices from his bedroom. At first, Stanley confesses he harbored doubts. It appeared almost too straightforward to effect any genuine change. 3 weeks after relocating his router to the home office downstairs, his heart rhythm returned to normal, and his family observed marked enhancements in his memory and mental clarity. The doctor marveled at the remarkable transformation, observing that Stanley's cognitive test scores had surged by nearly 30%. Here are some ways to safeguard yourself today. Relocate your Wi-Fi router to a position as distant from your bedroom as you can manage, preferably to another floor or the farthest corner of your home. Consider employing a straightforward timer to effortlessly disable your Wi-Fi during the night while you rest. While you take a moment to rest, the internet is not a necessity. Whenever feasible, contemplate transitioning to wired internet connections through the use of Ethernet cables, particularly in your bedroom. By implementing these straightforward adjustments, you can significantly lower your overnight radiation exposure, allowing your mind and body the opportunity to genuinely rejuvenate during slumber. Why persist in inundating your bedroom with superfluous radiation when the answer is so simple? Implement this change today. Your mind warrants safeguarding. 3. Connect air fresheners and ionizers. The plug-in air fresheners that claim to maintain a fresh scent in your bedroom may, in fact, be saturating your sanctuary with harmful radiation and perilous chemicals that pose a direct threat to your respiratory health and cognitive function. Is your effort to rejuvenate your bedroom quietly jeopardizing your well-being? Researchers at Johns Hopkins University have discovered that electric air fresheners release both electromagnetic radiation and chemical particles, which together pose a notably dangerous risk for the elderly. Dr. Robert Chen, a pulmonary specialist and a lead researcher, articulates that these devices present challenges on 2 fronts. Initially, they generate continuous electromagnetic fields when connected to a power source. Secondly, they emit chemical compounds that, when inhaled during the deeper and more sustained breaths of sleep, can provoke irritation in the lungs and respiratory passages. Our investigation reveals that these devices have the potential to diminish lung function by as much as 23% in adults aged 65 and older after merely 30 nights of exposure, with the repercussions growing more pronounced as time progresses. Virginia, a 77-year-old widow residing in Florida, adorned each room of her home with plug-in air fresheners, placing one even beside her bed. She expresses her delight at the way they infused her home with a delightful aroma. I never envisioned they could pose a threat. During a week-long visit, Virginia's daughter took it upon herself to eliminate all the air fresheners, prompted by her mother's persistent cough and troubling breathing issues that had baffled several doctors. The enhancement was nearly instantaneous. On the 3rd night devoid of those air fresheners, Virginia remembers, I found myself breathing normally once more. Upon returning home, she exchanged the electric air fresheners for natural alternatives and noted a transformation within days, feeling like a different person. The pulmonologist marveled at the remarkable speed with which her lung function rebounded after the cessation of radiation and chemical exposure. Here are the steps you must take at this very moment. Disconnect and take out all electric air fresheners from your bedroom without delay. Opt for natural alternatives that keep you safe from radiation and harmful chemicals. Position small bowls of baking soda throughout your room to effectively absorb unwanted odors, or utilize cotton balls infused with a few drops of essential oil, ensuring they are placed away from your bed to offer a subtle and inviting fragrance. Natural sachets filled with dried lavender or cedar present themselves as superb alternatives. These options remove radiation exposure, all the while ensuring your bedroom remains fresh and inviting. Is it truly worthwhile to jeopardize your respiratory well-being and subject yourself to continuous radiation for the sake of a synthetic fragrance? Implement this straightforward adjustment this evening. 4. Powering up smartphones and tablets. Is your smartphone currently resting on your nightstand, drawing in power? This prevalent nighttime routine subjects your mind to focused radiation throughout the night. precisely when your cells are engaged in the vital process of repair and rejuvenation. Are you permitting this radiation to possibly hasten your cellular aging as you rest? According to research conducted by the National Institute of Aging, the act of sleeping in proximity to charging electronic devices results in an ideal scenario for radiation exposure. The device emits EMF radiation, and during the charging process, the magnetic field is notably intensified. Dr. William Patel, a senior researcher at the Institute, elucidates that when electronic devices are charging, they produce a significantly more potent electromagnetic field compared to when they are merely powered on. A concentrated radiation zone emerges, stretching several feet from the charging device. Our research suggests that this nightly exposure to radiation could hasten cellular aging by as much as 40% in adults aged 65 and older, potentially influencing a range of factors from cognitive abilities to heart health. A 69-year-old retired professor from Arizona named Thomas has made it a nightly ritual to charge his smartphone beside his bed for years. He explains that it was quite handy for keeping track of the time and serving as his alarm. However, he slowly started to notice a persistent ringing in his ears, recurrent headaches, and a decline in the quality of his sleep, which left him feeling drowned the day. His doctor, troubled by his symptoms, suggested that he charge his phone in a different room. Initially, Thomas confesses he was hesitant. It appeared to be merely a trivial matter. Yet, in a mere span of 10 days following this adjustment, his symptoms had seen a remarkable enhancement, and his sleep tracker indicated a 62% boost in the quality of deep sleep. I never realized that something as seemingly trivial as the location of my phone charger could wield such significant influence over my well-being. Seize the moment this evening. It is advisable to refrain from charging your smartphone, tablet, or any electronic device in your bedroom, particularly during the night. Establish a dedicated charging station in a different room of your home. Consider the kitchen, office, or living room as preferable choices. Consider investing in a battery-powered alarm clock rather than relying on your phone for alarms. Should you find it essential to have your phone close at hand, consider placing it in airplane mode during your slumber to reduce radiation exposure. Keep in mind that the caliber of your sleep profoundly influences every facet of your well-being. Is it truly worth sacrificing your cellular health and the quality of your sleep for that final glance at your phone before drifting off to slumber? Implement this change tonight to reap immediate rewards. Fifth on the list, electric blankets and heating pads. The snug embrace of that electric blanket, designed to envelop you in warmth, may be quietly subjecting your body to harmful radiation, posing risks to your organs, and interfering with your cellular functions as you drift into slumber. Have you thought about whether your method for keeping warm could be affecting your health? Experts in electromagnetic fields at the Environmental Medicine Research Institute have observed that electric blankets generate a concentrated electromagnetic field, enveloping your entire body for extended periods. Dr. Elizabeth Foster, the research director of the Institute, cautions that electric blankets pose significant concerns due to their placement of the radiation source in direct contact with the body for prolonged durations. In contrast to other devices that may rest several feet away, electric blankets cocoon your entire body within an electromagnetic field. Our investigation reveals that extended whole-body exposure could elevate inflammation markers by as much as 35% in older adults, possibly leading to heart arrhythmias, disturbed sleep patterns, and joint discomfort. Dorothy, a 75-year-old retiree hailing from Minnesota, embraced the warmth of her electric blanket each night throughout the winter months. Residing in a frigid environment, I believed it was the ideal remedy, she remarks. However, she started to suffer from mysterious joint pain, restless nights, and heart palpitations that caused concern among her family. Her cardiologist, wary of the potential risks associated with EMF exposure, advised her to discontinue the use of the electric blanket. Dorothy harbored doubts, yet she was open to exploring any possibility. She opted for a down comforter and flannel sheets, and the outcome took her by surprise. In the span of 3 weeks, the discomfort in my joints had nearly vanished. She reports that she was sleeping through the night, and the heart palpitations ceased entirely. The results of her follow-up tests revealed a notable enhancement in both her inflammatory markers and heart rhythm. Here are immediate steps to safeguard yourself. Consider swapping out electric blankets and heating pads for safer alternatives this evening. Combine natural materials such as wool, down, or flannel to create a cocoon of warmth, all while steering clear of radiation exposure. Should you feel the need to pre-warm your bed, Consider employing a hot water bottle or a non-electric blanket warmer to gently warm your sheets, ensuring to remove it prior to settling in for the night. For chronic pain that necessitates warmth, utilize a heated rice or flax bag, warmed in the microwave, instead of relying on a plug-in heating pad. These straightforward adjustments remove a significant source of whole-body radiation exposure, all while ensuring your comfort remains intact. Is the fleeting comfort of warmth truly worth the risk of subjecting your entire body to radiation for 8 hours each night? Implement this adjustment prior to your next slumber. The 5-bedroom items: digital alarm clocks, Wi-Fi routers, electric air fresheners, charging electronics, and electric blankets may be quietly undermining your health each night as you rest. The radiation they emit poses a significant threat to individuals over 65, as their cells are more susceptible to damage and less capable of repair. By implementing these straightforward adjustments to remove radiation sources from your bedroom, you can cultivate a more secure sleep haven that enables your body to genuinely rest, recover, and rejuvenate. Keep in mind that the opportunity for positive transformation is always within reach, and these simple modifications could significantly enhance your well-being, beginning with the very next night's rest. If this video has illuminated the concealed perils lurking in your bedroom, kindly tap the like button and subscribe for more invaluable health insights that could save your life. We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below about which of these radiation-emitting items currently reside in your bedroom. Your journey could illuminate a health risk for someone else. Distribute this video to cherished individuals over 65, as removing these radiation sources may significantly enhance their health and extend their lives.